I accept. A glint flashed across the eyes of the Hall of Souls chief. The moment Xiaoyan uttered those words, he did not speak, yet everyone present could clearly sense the sudden surge of pressure in the air. A storm was imminent. It is time to end our conflict. Years of waiting had finally led to this moment. Yet Xiaoyan's heart remained tranquil. Once he had merely been a young man, striving with all his might to overthrow the Mist Cloud sect in the Jiama Empire. Then the Hall of Souls had emerged without warning. They had captured his father, destroyed his clan, and nearly wiped out the Xiao bloodline entirely. Such hatred could never be reconciled. From that day onward, the once naive youth had understood that his future path would be fraught with hardship. Still, he chose to press forward without hesitation, because some things simply could not be left undone, no matter how difficult they might be. From a certain perspective, the Hall of Souls had played a crucial role in allowing Xiaoyan to reach where he stood today. They had given him a powerful, unrelenting motivation. Heh, how bold! Old man Hun Mo, standing beside the Hall of Souls chief, cast a dark, chilling glance at Xiaoyan as he let out a strange laugh. Xiaoyan returned the look with indifference before shifting his gaze back to the chief. May I ask how this challenge will proceed? There will be 3 rounds, the chief replied coldly. Victory goes to the side that wins 2 matches. Each faction will send out 3 representatives for an all-out fight. Of course, if you wish for a complete war between the Hall of Souls and the Sky Mansion Alliance, this chief has no objections. A faint sneer flickered across his lips. My Hall of Souls has stood firm in the Central Plains for many years. If you believe that randomly gathering a few factions into an alliance is enough to challenge us, then you are far too naive. Your words carry weight backed as you are by the Hun clan, Xiaoyan said with a slight smile, shaking his head. However, if we were to engage in a full-scale war, even if my Sky Mansion alliance were annihilated, your Hun clan would not escape without grievous losses. And it seems the Hun clan is unwilling to pay that price. This decisive challenge clearly showed that the Hall of Souls had no intention of starting a total war. Instead, they had chosen a clash between peak experts smaller in scale, yet decisive in consequence. Victory or defeat here would determine the balance of power between the 2 camps. You may choose the first 2 combatants, the Hall of Souls chief said flatly, winning 2 out of 3 rounds. Allowing others to have their way is indeed a virtue, Xiaoyan replied with a faint smile. In truth, neither side could afford complete annihilation. The Sky Mansion Alliance was everything Xiaoyan relied upon to oppose the Hun clan, painstakingly built over countless hardships. Likewise, the Hun clan was unwilling to sacrifice the Hall of Souls' strength to such an extent. It seems you too cannot bear the losses of an all-out war, the chief remarked meaningfully. Show me your chosen fighters, Xiaoyan said calmly. Heh, this is the greatest provocation my Hun clan has faced in years. Old man Hun Mo let out a sinister laugh and stepped forward. Young man of the Xiao clan, count me among the 3. As he moved, the mountain beneath their feet trembled. A dragon-like sonic force erupted from beneath Hun Mo's step, shattering the stone within the mountain before roaring towards Xiaoyan. Bang! A figure appeared in front of Xiaoyan in an instant. A single foot slammed down upon the ground, sinking it half a foot deep as the hidden force shattered completely. The Hun clan remains as underhanded as ever, Xiao said emotionlessly, casting a cold glance at Hun Mo. Blood axe Xiao. Hun Mo's eyes narrowed like venomous serpents as he spat out the name. You ants are not worthy of uttering the clan head's name, Xiao replied, his aura awakening like that of a ferocious wolf. A chilling, killing intent slowly seeped from his body. The Hall of Souls chief and Hun Mo both frowned. Neither dared to underestimate Xiao, especially the chief, who had already suffered a disadvantage against him within the demonic flame realm. Ha! Worthy indeed of blood axe Xiao. An elderly figure leaning on a walking stick suddenly appeared, ghost-like and without warning. Hun Chenm, Xiao said coldly. Shock rippled through the crowd. This skeletal old man smiled faintly, his eyes gleaming with an unnatural light. Under his gaze, even one's soul seemed to ache. Regardless of how powerful Xiao once was, he could not escape death. Hun Chenm rasped. And now what remains of the Xiao clan? A dying ember beneath the gaze of my Hun clan. Truly, a tragedy. Bang! Xiao vanished and reappeared before Hun Chenm, a massive blood-colored axe tearing through the sky toward him. Clang! The collision sent shockwaves ripping through the mountain. Even elite Doushengs were forced to retreat. "You are no longer the Xiao Chen of the past," Hun Chenm said calmly, ignoring the blood imprints on his fist. "You are no match for me." Xiao Yan's eyes narrowed. "Hun Chenm, a six-star Dousheng." Then, leave that old immortal to me." A small figure appeared beside Xiao Yan. The Pill Tower's ancestor. Ancestor, the first elder of the Pill Tower standing nearby, revealed a joyous expression the moment he noticed the green-robed youth beside Xiao Yan. He hurriedly bowed and cried out respectfully, "Greetings, Ancestor." Xiao Yan did not dare show the slightest disrespect toward this unimaginably ancient existence. He immediately clasped his fists and offered a polite salute. "Why be so courteous?" The Pill Tower's ancestor waved his hand dismissively. His clear eyes swept over Xiao Yan, carrying a trace of surprise. He chuckled softly. "How unexpected. Even I failed to subdue the purifying demonic lotus flame. Yet it has fallen into your hands. Such fortune is truly enviable." A divine object like the purifying demonic lotus flame was something even the Pill Tower's ancestor coveted despite his overwhelming strength. Yet throughout all these years, no one had ever succeeded in subduing it. Xiao Yan merely smiled upon hearing the ancestor's laughter. He understood clearly that luck had played a decisive role. Had the remnant image of the purifying demonic lotus saint not activated the formation and perished together with the demonic flame, Xiao Yan would never have been able to refine a flame that even this ancestor could not overcome, no matter how fortunate he was. The Pill Tower is a member of the Sky Mansion Alliance. "Glory or destruction, our fates are shared," the ancestor said calmly. His youthful face turned toward Xiao Yan, an indescribable emotion flickering in his eyes. "As the Pill Tower's guardian, I cannot remain uninvolved." Xiao Yan met his gaze calmly. He had never intended to scheme against the Pill Tower. The formation of the alliance benefited both sides. The Pill Tower had long been at odds with the Hall of Souls, and more alchemists oppressed by them were defecting. Anyone with sharp eyes could see this trend, certainly including this shrewd and experienced ancestor. Thus Xiao Yan felt no concern that the ancestor would find fault with him. "Leave that undying old fellow Hun Chenm to me," the Pill Tower's ancestor said with a light laugh. "I won't claim I can defeat him, but forcing a draw is not the worst outcome." "Elder, many thanks," Xiao Yan said, exhaling in relief. With this assurance, a major uncertainty in the decisive battle was removed. Reactions of the crowd. The Pill Tower's ancestor. "To think we would see such a legendary being today. It's rumored that his true form is a Tier 9 Zhuan pill, the only one of its kind in this world. If he were refined." "Shut up, are you courting death? His strength has already reached an unfathomable level. Even if there are those who can defeat him, refining him would be nearly impossible." The ancestor's appearance stirred a massive commotion throughout the surrounding mountain range. Veteran experts revealed expressions of awe and fear as they looked upon him. Yet beneath that reverence, unsettling thoughts quietly stirred. Setting aside his strength, the mere fact that his true body was a Tier 9 Zhuan pill was enough to drive even a peak Dao Sheng into madness. Confrontation with Hun Chenm. Hun Chenm's shriveled face twitched slightly as he stared at the Pill Tower's ancestor. His hoarse voice rasped, "Old ghost, are you truly intent on opposing my Hun clan? In the past, we spared the Pill Tower because of you. This choice of yours is unwise." "Ha ha," the ancestor chuckled faintly. "Undying old thing, don't you find such hollow threats laughable in front of me? If the Hall of Souls had the opportunity, they would have attacked long ago. Do you really think I don't understand your kind?" His eyes sharpened. "Enough talk. It has been many years since we last crossed hands. Let me see just how much you've improved." "I'll let you find out," Hun Chenm snarled. The strange glow in his eyes intensified as his body gradually turned illusory, his presence becoming harder to grasp. "Be careful, all of you," the Pill Tower's ancestor said with a faint smile. He turned back to Xiao Yan's group before vanishing quietly. When he reappeared, he was already suspended in mid-air. With a gentle wave of his hand, the surrounding space rippled violently, forming a chaotic spatial realm. "The outside world is too small," the ancestor laughed, looking down at Hun Chenm. "Let us fight inside." With that, he turned and stepped into the spatial tunnel. "Humph, do you think I fear you?" Hun Chenm sneered. His figure flashed and space trembled as he shot into the tunnel like lightning. Battle of six-star Daoshengs. As the two entered the realm, the space turned translucent. Through it, everyone could clearly see the two figures floating amid chaotic turbulence. These are peak six-star Daoshengs. Haha, this trip was worth it. The entire mountain range erupted into an uproar. For most present, this was the first time witnessing a battle of such a level. The two did not exchange a single unnecessary word. The battle erupted instantly. Terrifying energy waves spread even beyond the realm, accompanied by bell-like reverberations that caused chests to tighten. The clash was swift and brutal. Power capable of destroying the heavens and earth made countless hearts tremble. Such strength was irresistible. Xiao steps forward. Xiao glanced briefly at the chaotic realm before stepping forward. His expression remained cold as his gaze shifted between the Hall of Souls chief and old man Hun Mo. "Who will be next?" he asked. His voice was calm, yet it carried a mysterious power that caused souls to shudder. Eyes across the mountain range turned toward him. The chief and old man Hun Mo exchanged glances. Hun Mo's expression darkened as he stepped forward. "Blood Axe Xiao. You were famous in your time," he sneered. "But now you are outdated." "We'll see after exchanging blows," Xiao replied flatly. Though his expression remained rigid, his heart grew heavier. Hun Mo's words were unpleasant, yet not without truth. Had Xiao trained normally, Hun Chenm would have been no concern, much less Hun Mo. But after being trapped for thousands of years, merely surviving had been a miracle. His progress had slowed, allowing even members of the Hun clan's younger generation to surpass him. Hun Mo laughed eerily. His robes fluttered without wind as he hovered in the air. Vast Dao Qi erupted, black fog swallowing the distant sky and dimming the mountain range. Advanced 5-star Du Sheng. The Hun clan's foundation is terrifying. Whispers spread, yet Xiao gaze never wavered. His eyes locked onto the figure beneath the dark clouds, heat gradually surging within them. "Those who challenge the might of the Xiao clan shall die." He clenched his hand. 100-foot blood-soaked axe materialized, crimson light devouring his eyes. A roar from a bygone era filled with blood and fury burst forth, tearing through history and echoing across thousands of years.